My name's Jesse and I'm your favorite fit here at Evansville Harley-Davidson. And today, we're talking about the RevMax Platform. So, today I get to talk to you guys about what to me is the most versatile platform Harley-Davidson's currently making, and that is the RevMax Platform. Now, I absolutely adore and love our touring platform. The Softails, those are my personal favorite. But whenever it comes to overall versatility and everything that you can do on a single platform, really nothing covers more bases than the RevMax. Now, the RevMax platform, I know a lot of people aren't crazy about it because it has the same issue that the V-Rods had back in the day. It's a fully liquid-cooled motor from Harley. And Harley we're very traditional in our ways, right? So anything that's different, it takes us a little bit to warm up to it. I'm the same way. But the RevMax, those V-Rod motors were called the Revolution motors. So the RevMax, we're paying homage to that, but unlike where we were collaborating with Porsche last time, this is actually all us. So to me, I'm a big believer in the motor. That's the heartbeat of what a motorcycle is. And so the fact that this was entirely designed and made by Harley for Harley, I gravitate far more to the RevMax platform as Harley-Davidson's than the V-Rod. But that's my own personal thing. You know what they say about everybody's opinion. Everybody's got one, right? To talk about the versatility though, we've talked a little bit in the past of the Nightster Special, to where you're getting that, it was marketed as that replacement for that XL style sporty frame, getting into a different style of riding but still filling that niche, but trying to fix what Harley had created as a problem. You know, when you don't update something for 30 years, tends to get out of date. I mean, just look at the iPhone you've got today versus what our phones were at like 5 years ago, and it's a whole different ballgame, right? And that's where we found ourselves, was that the XL 883s, your customs, even the 1200s, they were just getting left behind in the times. Those are still very fun bikes. This bike offers something completely different, to where you can still learn on it, but then you switch this thing into sport mode, and then you're pulling the front wheel off without even trying. Ask me how I know. There's a whole lot of fun to be had on these bikes, and if you haven't, do yourself the favor and come play around with one of these. It is really, get into it, because you're really going to feel a whole different style of bike. Now we get to the bike where I think we named it wrong. The Sportster S, I get it, the Sportster Sport, right? I get the fast bike. We put the sport back in sport bike, I get that. I think we should have called this the V-Rod 2. Because I've ridden on the V-Rods and then I rode on this afterwards. The V-Rods, very fun bikes, very fast bikes for the early 2000s. This, I cannot own one of these bikes because I will lose my license and go to jail. That's how much fun and how much power this thing has on a super, super light bike. And the really crazy thing about all these bikes is they feel incredibly light. Whenever I was positioning all these bikes, it was super easy because this whole bike is built around the engine. So making this a stressed member of the chassis makes it to where they are a lot easier to maneuver around, they're easy to throw into curves, but also they're easier to pick up should you need to. And no other bike is really going to show off that better than the Pan America. This is the bike where you're going to be able to take it off-road, but more importantly, where I would personally use it is you can then go across the country without the touring bike weight. It's got the suspension to handle it. It's going to corner super well. And then in 2024, my number one complaint with these bikes was the electricals, and they've handled it. They put the Softail battery into this bike, and it's doing a whole lot better. So the RevMax platform, it's taken me a while to get used to. It's taken me a while to warm up to it. But it's got something for everybody. These bikes, I've been around for a few years now. And I know that for some people that haven't had a chance to play with it, I actually talked with somebody the other day that they said this was the first time they'd ever seen a Pan America, let alone the Nightster or the Sportster S. And to me, I always say I'm spoiled. I get to work here, I get to play around with $60,000 motorcycles all the time. These are not $60,000, these are actually at a different price point. But I'm spoiled, I get to play with them every single day. So getting to see that and help out people and be like, hey, this is what this is, and educate them on that, it's a whole lot of fun. So please, take me up on the offer. Come play with these RevMax bikes, because here at Evansville Harley-Davidson, we take it to the max with the RevMax.